So let's move on to the next question, guys. In this question, we are given that x cube is a two-digit positive odd integer, right? And we have to compare x and 3. So tell me one thing. For example, if we take x is equals to 1, right? So x cube, what will be x cube? X cube will be 1, right? But we know x cube should be two-digit positive odd integer. So x cube is 1 is single digit. So this is not possible, right? Let's suppose we take x equals to 2. So x cube will be what? 8. Again, single digit, not possible. Let's take x equals to 3, right? So what will be x cube? X cube will be 27. X cube will be 27. 27 is a two digit. It is a two digit. It is positive. Yes, it is positive. It is odd. Yes, it is odd. It is an integer. Yes, it is an integer. This is absolutely fine. Right? Perfect. Now let's talk about x equals to 4. So x equals to 4. So what will be x cube? X cube will be 64. Right? So what is 64? 64, right? 64 is two digit. Yes, it is two digit. Is it positive? Yes, but it is even. It is not odd, right? This is even, not odd. So this is not possible because in the question it is given that we need to find a two-digit positive odd integer, right? Now let's take x equals to 5, right? So what will be x cube? X cube will be 125. But we want a two-digit positive odd integer, two-digit. It is a three-digit, so not possible. So what are we left with? We are left with only x equals to 3, right? So the answer is C, right? Absolutely wrong. This is what most of the people do, and this is absolutely wrong. I'll tell you how. So most of the people come up with this solution. They say that x equals to 3 is possible. So because 3 is equals to 3, so the answer is C. And that is what they do in the exam, because in the exam you're kind of in a hurry and trying to solve questions very quickly. So this is the very common approach that is taken by students, and most of them get it wrong, right? And you just lose marks in such an easy question. I'll tell you what's the correct. So this is absolutely wrong. Just try to think about it for 2 minutes. Okay, now tell me one thing. Is it anywhere mentioned that x is an integer? It is given in the question that x cube is an odd integer, right? But is it anywhere mentioned that x is an integer? No, it is not mentioned, right? So tell me one thing. We know that x cube is what? Two-digit positive odd integer, right? This means that x cube can be equals to 11. It can be equal to 11, right? Why? Because 11 is a two-digit positive odd integer. So x cube can be equal to 11. I hope this should be clear, right? Similarly, x cube can be equal to 13 as well, because 13 is also what? Two-digit positive odd integer. We are not concerned with x over here because we don't know what x is. It is not mentioned. What we know about is x cube, right? So x cube is two-digit positive odd integer. So 11 is right, 13 is right, 15 is possible, right? Similarly, 97, 99. So basically x cube can be any of these values, right? I hope this should be clear. Why? Because all these values are two-digit, right? They are positive, they are positive. They are odd, yes they are odd. They are integer, yes they are integer. That means x cube can be potentially be any of these values, right? Okay. Again, we don't know what x is. X can be decimal, x can be fraction, x can be whatever. We are concerned with these values, and these are the possible values of x cube according to the question, right? Now tell me one thing. Let's suppose x cube is equals to 11. This is one possible value of x cube, which is 11. If x cube is 11, what is the possible value of x? X will be somewhere between 2 and 3, right? Because we know that 2 cube is equals to 8 and 3 cube is equals to 27, right? So this number is between 8 and 27. 11 is between 8 and 27. This means this number will be somewhere around 2.2, 2.3, whatever, I don't care. So this number will be somewhere between 2 and 3. We can say between 2 and 3. Approximately 2.2-ish, I don't know what. So basically, if x cube is 11, then x will be, if x cube is 11, then x will be some number between 2 and 3. I think somewhere around 2.2, I'm not sure, right? I hope this is clear, right? Perfect. We also know, for example, x cube can be equals to 99 or 97, let's suppose. X cube can also be 97. Why? Because x cube is a 2-digit positive odd integer. 97 is a 2-digit positive odd integer. So x cube can be 97 as well. Now tell me if x cube is 97, right? So x will be somewhere between 4 and 5. I hope again this should be clear, because 4 cube is what? 64. 4 cube is 64, right? And 5 cube is 125. And 97 is between 64 and 125. So the value of x will be around 4.3, 4.4, whatever, I don't know, right? This means that x cube can be 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25 up to 99, right? So x can be, if we take this case, x cube is equals to 11, then x can be somewhere between 2 and 3, right? So if x is between 2 and 3, it is definitely less than 3, right? If x is some value between 2 and 3, maybe 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, whatever, then obviously 3 is greater and this is smaller. So in this case, the answer becomes what? B, right? If we talk about this case, x cube is 97, right? Then the value of x will be between 4 and 5, right? It can be 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4. I don't know the exact value. But one thing I know is that it will be between 4 and 5, right? So if the value is between 4 and 5, then obviously this number is greater than 3, right? So x will be between 4 and 5, so it will be greater than 3. So this part will be greater. So then the answer becomes A. So for some cases the answer is A, for some cases the answer is B. So finally, what is your answer? The answer becomes D. I hope this should be clear. A lot of students commit this mistake that they just solve the question quickly and then they write 3 is equals to 3, as I showed you before, and they answer C, which is absolutely wrong. You just have to use very basic sense over here. Use your common sense, just have your presence of mind, and you'll be able to solve this pretty easily. I hope this should be clear.